Reality as you perceive it is a simulation, and here is how you prove it to yourself. 2.5 years ago I died. I was hurt in an accident at work and my health declined over a period of about a year until I finally died. While I was dead, I experienced awareness outside of the simulation. I could see the simulation from the other side. I saw the nature of the simulation. 2 weeks later, I had a spontaneous transcendental experience and I temporarily became one with the Master Controller. I experienced the nature of the Master Controller. The Master Controller is us. We are the one mind experiencing its creation from a million billion different perspectives. The nature of the simulation can be influenced by two primary emotions, love and fear. It works like a social media algorithm. Whichever of these two emotions you project into the simulation reflects back as experience. Project love into the simulation and the simulation becomes more loving. All of the positive emotions emerge from love. The creation of the simulation was an act of love, so it was intended for love to be the nature of the simulation. The simulation was intended to be a heaven. Project fear into the simulation, and it becomes more fearful, chaotic, violent. All negative emotions arise from fear, hate, frustration, anger, impatience, intolerance. You can see the results of projecting fear into the simulation. War, murder, attack, madness, sickness, death. You can prove this to yourself very simply by projecting love into the simulation. All acts of kindness are acts of love. All acts of forgiveness are acts of love. The dropping of judgments are acts of love. Encouragement is an act of love. The simulation works on both a local and cosmic level, and they are interconnected. The best description of their structure would be a multidimensional hologram. Your individual projection influences your subjective experience of the simulation and those closest to you. But this local influence also influences the cosmic level in an incremental way. More love and positivity projected into the simulation on the local level will steer the simulation slightly toward that experience at the cosmic level. It goes without saying that the more local nodes of the simulation that are projecting love makes the simulation overall more loving. Prove it to yourself by trying it. For a day, be as kind as you can be. Be as loving as you can be. Hold that door and smile. If you get cut off in traffic, forgive them. Drop off judgments. Help a struggling life form. Pet a dog. Acts of kindness don't have to be big. They just have to be acts of kindness. Small acts of kindness lead to bigger acts of kindness. Then try it for 2 days. You see where this is going. You will prove it to yourself. All you have to do is make an honest attempt. It is hard at first, but it gets much easier as you go along. As you project the love and forgiveness into the simulation, it will slowly be reflected back to you. The experience grows exponentially, slowly at first, then all at once. The experience is glorious. If you project love into the simulation consistently, you will begin to understand the nature of the simulation for yourself. There is more control of the simulation available, but first you must project enough love into it to become one with the Master Controller. Creator-level access is granted. We can remake the simulation into a paradise.